Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox 2 review. Now, mass apologies for the lack of videos recently. I've just been quite busy, but yeah, so kind of sucks, right? It's been a week since I've pretty much made a video now, I believe. So yeah, that does kind of suck, but I am back now, so that's pretty good. And as you've probably seen by the title, today is the grand finale for the Coloured Solar Systems series. So we've been doing this series for a very long time now. If I go back to the original video I made, which I originally planned it was a one-off video, where we did the blue solar system. We made that on the 7th of July. So yeah, this series has been going for quite a long time now. So many thanks to everyone who's pretty much kept it going by giving the comments for other colours we could do and stuff like that. So yeah, sadly I don't have all the colours left though. There was a few missing. I don't know what happened to last week. So we did the hazel green solar system. I don't know what happened to it, honestly, but yeah, we've still got a majority of colours. So yeah, we'll start off in the orange and we'll just go through all of the ones I still have left, because why not? So yeah, here's the orange one. So just get a nice look at this bad boy. There's a lot of objects in here. Look how big this one is. This is definitely one of the larger ones we made. Look at all this. There's a ton of stuff here. And we've got quite a crazy system in here. We've got the largest exoplanet, Alpha Centauri B, and then we got the Aldebaran as our main star here. So pretty crazy stuff actually. So yeah, look at that. This is before I even started having coloured asteroid belts. This is just the default colour, it looks like. But yeah, there we go. So there's our orange. Do I have red? Actually, we'll just start from the top. So then we've got the black solar system next. So this is probably one of the darkest ones, as we can see by the colours here. So this is where we used the black dwarf and had them as very low star or very dim stars. So yeah, here's the black system. Definitely one of the smaller solar systems, but definitely very unique in the way it's structured. So yeah, here's our objects. Actually, let's line them all up. So yeah, here's the objects we use. So we definitely, we use the dark gas giant, so the dark grey one, because that was the closest to black. Yes, we got tons of these. Then we've got a Westeros, which is that weird glitch planet from an old version of the game. Then we've got our two black dwarf stars. Also got, we've got a burning hot Nuskaski as usual, because we always have one of those. Then we got this 2-aid. Now I believe this is I really was happy when I made this, so there's a good look at it. So it's, yeah, I believe I really like this. It's like a volcanic world. I can't remember if I saved it, but I'm going to save it just in case, because I definitely wanted to use that in the future for something. Maybe we could use it today, I don't know. And then we got just a few more just plain coloured sort of ones here. This one's slightly unique, more of a reddish colour. But yeah, overall, this was quite a small little nice solar system. So yeah, there's that. Next up, we got the blue system, which actually may not be anything to do with blue at all. Oh no, wait, no. If this is the very first episode I made with the blue one, I can't even remember. This was so long ago when I made this. But this is probably before I even put coloured backgrounds in the episodes. Let me just look at this video here while I'm thinking of it. So this is when I had the old intro and stuff, but from the looks of it, yeah, this is the system. This is the very first episode system here. So let's give it some love, and we're going to quickly just give it just a nicer background, since it deserves it. It's the original episode. It sort of took this series off. So yeah, let's brighten up all the blues, make it look nice. There we go. Oh, that's too bright. No, that'll burn your eyes out. There we go. That's quite nice. So yeah, now we're just going to go ahead and save that as the new blue system. So yeah, it's just called blue system. So let's just go and save, and then we'll just call it blue system. Simple as that. So let's type that in like so. And there we go. So let's replace, and there we go. So we've got our nice new blue system there. So there's that. So you can really tell the difference between this and the indigo system. A lot darker, more purpley coloured blue. Anyway, so next up we got the brown system. So let's go here. So this is quite a cool one to make actually. Got quite a lot of unique objects in here. So get a good look of the solar system here. So we've got Betelgeuse as our main star. It's pretty cool. And then if we go in here, so yeah, we changed the colour of it to make it more of an orangey red colour. If we zoom into all of the little ones here, so we've got a small star, a little or that's a brown dwarf actually. So let's just go to radius so we can actually see. So right, so here's our object lineups. We've got brown dwarfs, stuff like that. We've got the brown coloured gas giants, as we can see here. And we've got a little more Mega Triton. That was where we made Neptune, or the Triton bigger than Neptune from that video. And we've got some more default brown coloured ones, brown gas giants. And we've got some more rocky ones. We've got Mercury here, which is pretty cool. Then we've got the poop one, of course. Yeah, I remember that. Next up, we've got Earth, which is pretty cool. So if we go and have a look out here, and it looks like there's fireworks outside, which is pretty crazy. You can hear that. I don't know if you can. So yeah, there's Earth. This is my futuristic, like 4 billion years time Earth, like where the red giant sun. This is what my interpretation of that object would be. A very barren, brown, hot wasteland, all dead and stuff. So yeah, I thought that was a quite cool one. Then we've got Mustafar, that's some Star Wars, I believe, that one. Then we've just got a more default Mercury, Ganymede, Theckery, and then we've got little Orcus here. So that's pretty cool lineup. So let's go out of that. Next we've got Cyan, so the sort of turquoisey mixture of blue and green. So yeah, here we go. Oh, this is quite a unique one. We've got 3 stars. Didn't really do many ones with 3 stars. So, ooh, quite a basic one this actually. Is there any planets in here? Oh, I must have not saved it completely. So that kind of sucks. It looks like I didn't save the simulation. This must have been, I must have saved this when recording the video. So I'm guessing, yeah, that info or that simulation is pretty much lost forever, sadly. But yeah, this is what it looked like before we started modifying it, really. But yeah, there's our setup. So it's a triple star system. So yeah, that's that pretty much. So we don't really have much say for that, unfortunately. Next up, we've got green. So slightly different than cyan. So here's our green, using one of the default backgrounds actually. So we've got Algol as our main star here. So if we get a look at the orbits, quite a big little system, or quite a big system. When I say big little system, quite a decently sized system. Let's see how big it goes. This goes out to 135 AU, so it's relatively big, nothing too special. Yeah, I really hope you guys can't hear the fireworks out there because I don't want it mucking up the audio, but oh well. So next up we've got Uranus. Oh, this was before I made it the light blue, so we've got the old custom Uranus here, the greenish sort of coloured one. Anyways, let's go into the lineup, just have a good look at what we've got here. So, oh, we've got a really nice one with green rings here, look at that. That's a Venus planet that's based off of, so yeah, frozen Venus apparently. Alright, next up, we've got some more gas giants, quite basic sort of colour green. Then we've got some really nice rocky planets in here. Then we've got the good old default Earth, because Earth is a blue and green planet, so that's definitely got to be included. Then we've got the Green Hornet, which is sort of a little planet for my friend I made quite a while back. Then we've got just a nice other bunch of cool looking objects. We've got like a green Theckery here, and damn it, why do those fireworks have to go off now? Really hope you guys can't hear them, but yeah, then we've just got a ton of little asteroid ones. That's pretty cool. Anyways, there we go. So there's our green system. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time looking at the old systems. So yeah, let's see what we've got next. So now next up we've got grey. So this is quite a pretty cool one. So oh, a little wobbling around with this system. But yeah, this is more of a recent episode. So yeah, make sure you guys, if you haven't seen where I made these systems, go back and check it out. Especially with like the ones with the cyan, where I don't even have the simulation complete. If you want to see how that would have looked, go check out that old episode. Maybe I'll leave I should leave a link to it in the end of the video or something, with a whole playlist, because for now this will be the last episode. But little spoilers, I am planning sort of like a Christmas special for this as the true last episode, but for the series this will be the last episode of the series. The Christmas one's going to be like a little special episode, not part of the proper series, but yeah, I'll still add it into the playlist eventually. But yeah, there's our grey system. So this is probably one of the most dull ones, but I'm just so happy with the way this one turned out. This dark here looks really nice. Then we've just got some more of the a lot of gas giants, and we've got some nice rocky planets down here, as you can get from the good look here. So quite a nice bunch there. But just, we've got to go back to this object. This was a very nice, I think I was really happy when I made this. This looks so nice with just that simple ring. I know it's a grey colour gas giant, but that just looks really nice if you ask me. And then we've got the little moon out here as well, big Charon. So yeah, it's quite a nice, I really like that. Just it may be a plain colour, grey, but the rings look really nice around this. I don't know if it's just me, but yeah, I remember when I made that. So next up we've got indigo, so sort of the darker blue purpley sort of colour. So this is the only episode where we used a black hole, and if you remember, damn, it was a nightmare, this one. I think I almost ruined, I think I ruined the simulation in the end. So this is sort of my replica I remade of it, because I did muck it up. But yeah, here's the this one. So quite a nice lineup of objects in here as well. So we've got Planet 9, sort of a bluey dark blue colour, and then we've got some, of course we've got a big rock. But anyways, let's go and get a lineup of this bad boy. So here we go. So we've got another big rock, then we've got good old Neptune, obviously, because that's one of the coolest planets for the colour, and then we've got some more purpley indigo coloured rocky planets. So pretty cool, but this probably isn't this isn't the complete solar system, since I did delete it and sort of muck it up. But if you want to go back and check it out, because this was the only one I sort of mucked up in the series, yeah, go and feel free to check that out. Next up we've got, yeah, sadly we don't have red either. I think I lost red at some point, because that was one of the first ones. And then we got orange, which you saw at the beginning of the episode, so we'll just go over this quickly. Very, very bright coloured one. So yeah, there's that. Actually, let's get a quick lineup, since I didn't do a lineup. So yeah, here's our lineup of objects. So if we go down here, got quite a nice bunch of colours here. So we've got Yeah, orange is quite a nice colour for making solar systems from. And what the heck did I just do? Oh, I just select one of these. Damn it. Where's the objects gone? Alright, here we go. Let's go back to that quickly. So, here we go. Let's have a look. So, here's our lineup of objects. A lot of objects in this one. This one must want to be one of the longer episodes. Look at all these. It's a ton of objects. A lot of basic titans as well. Oh, well. So, there's our orange. Next up, we got pink. So, oh, the pink one. This is pretty cool. Look at that ring system, or that asteroid belt there. That's pretty crazy. So let's check out the orbits of this one. So this is quite a pretty unique one as well. So there's our main star, a nice white star since you can't get pink. So that's looking good. Then we've got the white gas giant, the completely white plain coloured gas giant. Quite a nice colour that. Right, and then there we go. So we've got Trappist one with a little pink ring, and we've got a pink version of Big Rock. Big Rock appeared in a lot of the episodes. I think it's like one of the main stars of the show almost. Then we've got Titan. Is this just a default one? No, it is a pink Titan. If we look underneath, a colonised one, so that's pretty nice. Then we just got a whole bunch more of pinky coloured objects. And then I think that, yeah, this one was, or one of these was definitely based off Mars, because you can tell by the atmosphere colour. But yeah, quite a cool bunch of objects in here. So there's pink. Next up, we've got purple. So purple was also quite a fun one. Yeah, this is insane. Look at all the objects in here. So wow, that's a lot of stuff. So there's our good old purple system. But anyways, let's go and check up on all the objects here. So we use the brightest star, or one of the brightest stars in the Milky Way there. So good old R1, I'll call it. Eta Carinae B as well, just a little small. Dead purple gas. I don't know what happened there, but don't know why I named it that. Then we got purple gas, which is a purpley sort of coloured gas giant. Then we've got a ton of we've got a purple Earth, which I named it. That's pretty weird. And then we just got a bunch of like glowing purpley pink objects, which fit really. This was quite a fun one to make as well, I believe. This episode wasn't too long ago, but it also wasn't fairly recent. It's sort of in the middle. But yeah, there we go. So there's our purple. And then next up, I think the only other one left is white and yellow. So here's the white solar system. So did I use a white dwarf in here? I don't know if I did or not. So right, let's go check the system first. Orbits. Okay, so here's our system. So also quite maybe seen a few similar designs to this. So here's white. Okay, let's check up on this. Oh, is this where I made the really cool looking Tethys? Yeah, remember this? The moon of Saturn. I made it really big. Added some really nice rings to it. Then we got a red one here for some reason. I don't know why that's in here. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Then we've got another white one. Then we've also got some just basic white ones, frozen planets. But yeah, let's go and check up on Tethys quick. This was also quite a nice, or one of the best objects I'd say in the whole series. So there's good old Tethys. Those rings are really good around it. Like, is it just me? Like also like the grey one back in the other simulation. They look really nice with rings. Alright, next up we've got yellow, which is the only other one I have saved, sadly. So there's a lot missing. I am missing red and a few other ones, but yeah, oh well. That sucks. We've got most of them. So for the yellow system, we've got one of the yellow stars, the Rio Cassiopeia. I can never pronounce that, but yeah, a yellow hypergiant star. So good choice. Background may not be correct, which maybe I should make it more yellow, but oh well. So this is quite a big binary system here. So we've got cool looking objects in here. Anyways, just go and check up on the lineup here before we get started with our new rainbow coloured solar system, since that's what we are doing today. So yeah, hopefully I didn't waste anyone's time going through all the old apps or all the old videos or the old solar systems. But I think it was quite a good call to just go back and check out on the old ones. Still got Io, yeah, Io, one of the Jupiter moons there. And we've just got a ton of yellow ones. Look at all this, quite a good bunch of stuff here as well. So there we go. There is all the systems I have saved. But now let's go into a new simulation and let's start the rainbow solar system. So we're going to make a colour for every single episode I have made. So overall, in this series, I've made 14 different episodes. So we've done blue, red, orange, purple, green, black, yellow, cyan, white, brown, pink, grey, indigo, and the hazel green. So yeah, this is going to be pretty interesting. So how do we want to play this? So let's try and do it in like a colour order almost. So okay, yeah, I think the stars aren't going to count, so I'm just going to have basic white coloured stars. So we'll use a white star, but all the planets will have a different colour for every single planet, and we'll line them all up in like a rainbow order, because that's what a lot of you guys were saying, do a rainbow system. So I thought I'd do this for the grand finale of this series. So let's only have it as a one star system, since we don't do that much. Let's just build off one star. So Denebola will be our star today, so a bluish white star, but we're just going to lower its temperature just to make it a little more white in colour. So we'll get something like this. There we go, that's pretty much white. So Denebola, that is going to be our star of the show pretty much. So right, red object, what should we use for red? Do I have any red objects saved from previous Oh, excuse me. Any previous episodes. So let's have a look. I've only got the default red ones. So yeah, we're gonna have to make a new one. So this is gonna be very hard to decide what we're gonna put here. So first planet. Let's go over random. Let's go over random objects. So let's go over random rocky planet, and we'll have a nice red one. So yeah, random rocky planet. Okay, and let's check the habitable zone. We'll have this as like a Mercury sort of planet. So let's go with habitable system. Okay, so there's our zone. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that. So random rocky planet. We'll put you at this distance here. So mess. I'm not even gonna try pronouncing that. No, I'm not trying. Nope. Alright, and let's give it a slightly or inclined orbit, something like this. There we go, just something a little different. So this is a similar orbit to Mercury actually. I think Mercury's orbit is 58 days or 55 days. This is 59, so it's quite similar to Mercury so far. So let's go and make it red since this is our first object. So let's yeah, this has got to be completely red pretty much. So quite a nice bright red in colour. So there we go. And then maybe we can have that as black. Maybe it doesn't really make much of a difference. So now let's see how. So this is quite a large planet, about a little bigger than Earth in radius. It looks like. Actually, wait, 7,400. I think Earth is almost 6,300. So this is bigger than Earth, just a little bit. So as you can see there. So pretty cool stuff. Right. And how hot is the temperature here? Okay, let's have a look. So let's lower its albedo a bit, just so I want it to be about 400-500, so we have so it's glowing slightly in temperature, or just so there's a bit of molten rock, but not anything too much. I want the surface to melt just slightly, so we need it around 500-600 degrees Celsius. Wait, yeah, degrees Celsius. So let's quickly decrease this a little bit more. Okay, here we go. So it's starting to glow now. So we need to wait till it starts to actually heat up. So we need to put it at its closest point to the star as well. So let's so that's its closest point there. Okay, so looking good. Okay, is it? Okay, we need to just lower it a little bit more to the 600, just so we can start seeing some molten rock, which we can. If you look carefully there, there's some red there of molten, or the molten rock. So it's gonna be quite camouflaged. But yeah, there we go. So there's our red. So it's a glowing object quite close to the star. So that's sort of our little Mercury for this solar system. So next up, orange. Do I have any orange planets I may want to use? Let's have a look here. Okay, no, I don't. It doesn't look like so. What should I use for orange? Should we go for a gas giant, maybe? Have a gas giant near the star? That could be pretty interesting. So, we could use Proxima B, my custom one. What could we use here? It's quite a hard decision, because I want to make this one really good, this system. We could use the largest exoplanet, but we may have to make it a little smaller in size. Actually, no, wait. Let's use Bespin. This is also based on the Star Wars planet. So, let's put you there, because I know this one isn't too large in size. I think it's about the size of Neptune, maybe. Let's have it there. So yes, let's have you there. Oh wow, it is really smoking up. So yeah, this thing isn't too large in size, and it's definitely a nice orange coloured object. So we'll leave it like that. So it's like pretty much an orange version of good old Neptune. So that's pretty cool. So there's that. Now, is it doing good? It's not losing material. Okay, it's not losing material. So we're just gonna let's have the albedo down a bit, just so it does get a bit of temperature. Whoa, no. Okay, no. We don't want it doing that. Okay, so let's have it quite cold then. Yeah, let's have it as a cold object, but close to the star. That could be pretty interesting. So its orbit is slightly different from our closest. We'll just call it the red planet for now. I know you may get confused with Mars, but oh well. So there's that. All right, next up we're yellow. Do I have a yellow one saved? Okay, I have that one there. But do I have yellow? No, I have the hazel one. We're definitely going to use that. So okay, let's use the default yellow one. So let's go a little further out here. So let's go there. So there's our yellow one. So we've got red, orange, which is a gas giant, then we've got yellow. So let's go and check you out. So we want this to be, should we have it habitable? Yeah, let's have it habitable. So let's increase the albedo so it reflects a lot more light, so it can get, or so it can cool down to a lower temperature. It's also decrease the surface pressure, so it has, or the atmosphere won't be as deadly. So let's also add some water, or the yellow goes really nice with the blue, if you ask me. Let's make it a gas giant so it, the surface texture changes. If you didn't know, making it a gas giant changes the look of the surface with the planet. If we look here, make it a gas giant, it looks different. So get some pretty cool effects out of this. Let's use this cratered looking one. Let's add some water on. So okay, let's make sure there's some land, of course. So let's have some nice little looking land. All that looks good. Let's also change the colour to a more yellow. So let's go like that. Is that a little too... Let's have it a little more sort of the warm coloured yellow. So something like that. Then we'll go with this yellow as well. Let's make you more of an orangey yellow. So there we go. Then the last colour, we have it as black maybe. Okay, that looks pretty cool. So there's our yellow one. Okay, 67 degrees. We still need to lower that or increase that albedo just slightly so it cools down a bit, and also decrease the surface pressure, lower the infrared emissioncy a bit. Let's just lower that bit just so it cools down a bit more. So there's our yellow looking object. Doesn't look as good as the one from the yellow system though. Let's make it so it rotates. So it takes 8 days to rotate. So let's make it a 22. Okay, let's make it a, not days, we want hours. So let's make it a 22-hour day so it spins relatively fast. So there's that. Now, okay, the temperature's doing good. Alright, perfect. So this seems quite small in size. So let's make it a little bigger. Let's make it about 2 Earths in mass, so it gets a lot bigger in size. Now let's see the temperature here. Is it going to warm up a bit? 16.4. Okay, it's increasing slightly. Okay, that's fine. Let's also decrease the water a bit. And then a little bit more water than that. So let's get a good overview of the whole planet here. So, quite a nice yellow planet there with some water on it. So that's looking good. So there's yellow. Right, so next up, we've got, green, obviously. So we've got green. So let's go and get a green. So I have any green ones saved? No, I don't. Not any from those episodes. So green. It's definitely got to be a rocky planet since I don't have any good-looking gas giants in green. So we'll go for a whole new random rocky planet here. So let's have you... let's have it slightly more tilted orbit. So we're going for a more simple solar system here, but we're definitely having all the colours. So let's make it green. So we're looking good. So let's go green, green. And then green. So this will probably look like one of the most habitable planets in the system just by the sheer amount of green life on it. Very, very bright neon green, but oh well. So let's add some water. Let's add an atmosphere on as well. So let's go just at that number maybe. I don't know, ATM. Let's just go 2 ATM to begin with. Increase the albedo a bit so it cools down. Okay, then we'll have that at 1 ATM since temperature is quite hot. So let's put it to 0 degrees. Okay, so it's warming up, looking good. So let's also lower the amount of water on here since there's way too much right now. So there's some green. We don't want it too similar to the yellow one. So let's have it as more of a forest world. So there's a bit of water, but it's mostly more of a greenish forest. So let's darken the colours. Oh, that looks really nice. Wow, that looks good. I really like that actually, and I only stumbled in it. I think that looks really good, the green. And we'll just lower the water a bit more. So we don't want much water at all, but there is some water in the south. There's a bit of water there. There's a few lakes and stuff, so life probably could chill out here. So there's a lot of water, a little more water in the south. So there's definitely enough water here, but up in the north there's a little less, and then in the equator area there's only a few little lakes and ponds and stuff like that. But yeah, a world like this probably could work. So it has a life likelihood on it, but it is decreasing. But yeah, that I'd say that looks pretty good. So there's that. So that I'm really happy with the way that turned out. All right. So there's that. Then next up, we're definitely doing Hazel, and I'm definitely bringing Hazel back from that last episode. So let's have it quite close, since they are quite similar colours. So let's have it in a relatively close orbit like that. So there's Hazel. Then we may have to change the settings here. Yeah, but this one looks really cool. So it's a lot darker green with a brownish atmosphere to really interpret the difference between green and Hazel. Because if you didn't know... If you didn't see last episode as well, Hazel is like an eye colour. You probably should know that. But yeah, Hazel's an eye colour, and it's a mixture of green and brown. So I thought I'd go with a brown atmosphere with a dark green surface, since that's pretty much what it is. So yeah, pretty cool. I'm really happy with the way this object turned out. So yeah, there's the temperature increasing. So now we've just got to let you do your thing. So okay, take your time. Come on, please. Oh, it's increasing again. Wow, that is increasing a lot. Okay. So let's lower that a bit. Let's put it to 1 ATM just so it cools down a bit more. Okay, we have to lower it even more. Decrease the infrared emissioncy a bit. Increase the albedo so it... Alright, now is the water going to appear? Come on, water, what are you doing? Increase and then decrease. Okay, oh wait. Okay, now it's had it back. Alright, there we go. There's our water. And the water really makes us... Really adds that extra bit of touch. Like, it just looks so good with the water. Look at that. That is a really nice looking planet. So it's sort of a darker version of the green with more of a yellowy brownish coloured atmosphere, but I'm really happy with that. That is probably one of the best objects I've made in this whole series, honestly. So there's Hazel. So let's get a quick lineup of all of our objects here so far. And why are there's Radius. Okay, so the biggest object so far is the orange. So there we go, that's looking good. So we've got red, orange, yellow, green, and then Hazel. So the darker green, which is looking good. So there's our light green. So massive difference between green and hazel there. Anyways, next up we've got cyan, and these are really too similar in size. So let's make our closest planet to the sun a little bigger. So let's have it as a more unhabitable rocky planet. So let's put it to 14,000 kilometers in size. So make it a little bigger. Then we'll have green. We'll also have you a little bigger in size as well. So we don't want them all being the same. So let's have it a bit like that. We may have to go back to the settings later. See, it's a little too hot here now. So we'll increase the albedo a bit so it cools down. Okay, that's looking good. And then green, yellow and hazel are quite similar. So yellow, should we just have it as a really large rocky planet maybe? Let's put it to, let's go with, I don't know, 16,403. There we go. Was that too big? A rocky planet of this size, would that work? Okay, no, I want to make it a little smaller. Let's go with 11,000. Okay, so it's a little smaller than red, but it's bigger than green. And it's lower green a bit, just so it's a little smaller. So make it a little similar to hazel. And there's hazel, so about the size of Earth. Okay, so that's quite a good lineup so far. Then we've got our Bespin, and it's still losing material, so let's just make it reflect all light just to be easy. So very, very reflective planet. So this would definitely be one of the brightest, or the brightest objects in the night sky, because it reflects all the light it receives. So it'd be like Venus. That'd be like this system's version of Venus, since it is got all those clouds that would reflect the light. So there's that. So there's hazel and green there. So they're sharing quite similar orbits. Right, next up we've got cyan. So cyan. Oh yeah, there's 2A. That's the black one there from the black solar system. So, right. Let's use Big Rock as our hazel, or not hazel, our cyan colour. So the mixture of blue and green. So let's put it a lot further out over here. So there's Big Rock. Yeah, we've got to keep it called Big Rock because Big Rock's one of our, one of the biggest parts of some of these episodes. We see Big Rock in a lot of these, so we've got to have it in the final episode, right? So there's that. So cyan, let's have it in its sort of turquoisey green colour. So sort of this mixture of blue and green. So let's get you. Let's make them all look cyany. So there we go. Let's also do this so we can actually see the surface colour a little more. So cyan, eh? So let's lighten up a bit. Okay, that looks looking a little better. And then this one, that's a little too green, so let's make it a little more blue. And then this one as well, let's make it a little more on the blue side. There we go. Let's also lower the amount of water on here. So let's do that. Just so there's a little bit as well. Now, it's getting smaller. This objects are really glitchy, but oh well. So let's make it so it's warming up in temperature as well. The atmosphere is pretty much fine, but it is changing. So there is our cyan coloured object. So quite simple since we already had Big Rock already built for us. So there's that. So this is also a water world. We'll just remove it. So it's just little bits of water, sort of like the green one, where it's just more of a foresty sort of world. So there's that. Right, next up we have got, we've done red, orange, yellow, green, or hazel. Then we've done green. We've done cyan. So the next colour would be blue. So light blue. So the regular blue. So what could we use for blue? Okay, I think we definitely got to bring another gas giant. Now, if you know me and you've been watching these videos a while, you know there's only one planet that could work for blue. Neptune. It has to be. Like, if you've been watching my videos for a long time, you know Neptune is my favourite planet pretty much by far, and I've used it in a lot of episodes in the past. So Neptune will be our blue planet. So it's a lot further out than the cyan one here. So here's blue. So I know I used it in the indigo coloured solar system, but yeah, this is blue. Like, if you ask me, this would count more blue than indigo. I guess we could use the regular Uranus colour here, but I really, whoops. I thought I paused it. Whoops. Alright, let's just quickly fix that. Let's just put a new Neptune over here. Let's delete that. Uranus. So Uranus, you suck. Alright, so let's quickly pause. Now we're paused. So let's put the Uranus there. See, this is a lighter blue, but I just don't like that. It doesn't look like the real Uranus. And secondly, this ring here on the North Pole or South Pole, whatever it is, I just don't like it. So that's got to go. So here's Neptune. So we're definitely using Neptune for blue. So there's our blue planet. And this is going to be a really long episode, so you may want to watch it or take a break at some point, because this is going to be going a while. So, actually, while I'm thinking about it, let's go to the background as well. So we've got, okay, I want to have this as 3 colours. So let's just base it off the green, since this is, no, not that one. Is it that? Yeah, that one. So I want to have it as red, blue, and yellow, since they're the primary colours. So let's go with blue, like that. That's more of an indigo. That works. Now, can we get yellow as well? So I want to have 3 colours in here. See, yellow doesn't show up. That's the problem. Base colour. How are we going to get this to work then? Or we could have a mixture of like green and orange or something, just to really get the colours mixed. So I want to have the most colourful background in here as well. So nebula purple, could base it off that maybe, or is it just going to be the same? So what about a mixture of purple and orange? Like that. Let's get a proper good orange. Then we increase the brightness. There we go, that's sort of bringing a sort of rainbowy colour, but we can't get every single colour sadly, which really does suck honestly. But see that? Then we've got yellow, so we can only have 2 colours, so I think red, that probably should have red, since red is one of the brightest colours. So there we got red and yellow. That's also creating an orange colour, but we can't have all of them. What if we just lighten all these out? So we try and get as many colours in here as possible in these settings, but ambient brightness. So that's not doing much. Oh, that's just the ambient actually. So we can rotate this as well. Star intensities already have it. Oh, we could try and play around the contrast to get some different colours. Oh, that's just getting rid of the yellow. We don't want that. So, so you can still see a green colour there. What if we put the base colour to blue? Or like a mixture of green and yellow, just to get a different... Oh, look at that! Now, if that isn't rainbow, I don't know what is. Look at that! So we've got like a blue, green, yellow, and then we've got a lot of red. Then we've got some more blue up there. Wow, look at this! This is really good. I didn't know you could even do this. So that's just... Wow, that is very interesting. Look at that. Contrast. So if you play around with contrast, I guess you get some more hidden colours to show up. So that must mean this blue does mean something. If I change it, does it do anything? Well, apparently not. But yeah, we'll just leave it as blue. So we've got some very cool colours in here. So rainbow coloured background. We can't sadly get purple and pink, but I guess you can sort of spot some purple in that bit there. You can see like the red and blue mixed together. So there's quite a lot of colours in here. So this is the closest to rainbow I think we're going to get. Like, look at that up there. That blue-green is like a lime green there as well. This is looking really good. And then let's go and have a look down here. So it's sort of like a blue sort of like background behind it as well, or behind the planets. Let's see what's over here. Big rock. Let's check up on you. So also like a bluey glow from behind the planets. Let's go and check up on let's check up on one of these as well. What's the background look like on you? So it's just like quite a cool looking background. How's this doing? Okay, it's 40 degrees. There's still a little bit of water on there. Okay, there's some water. Alright, perfect. So that's all doing good. So there's our solar system so far. So look at that. That is looking good. Now, I think this video is getting quite long. I don't want it to be too long because uploading isn't the funnest thing to do. So, yeah, we've been going for about half an hour now. So I think we're going to stop right there. I think this has got to be a 2-parter. Just because we haven't even started adding moons yet, and we haven't added all the colours either. This is going to be a very, very long sort of like, this could even be a 3-parter, but this will definitely be at least 2 parts. So that is it for part 1, I've decided. So we've got our background, and then we've got our first few colours. So we have got, well, Big Rock is way too big. We have to make that a little smaller. So we have got red as our first. So we've got red, then we've got orange as our first gas giant, then we've got yellow. Then we've got green there. Then we've got hazel green. So there's that one. Then we've got cyan. Then we've got blue. We may have to make that indigo. I don't know. Should we keep Neptune as blue, or should we have a different blue planet? Tell me in the comments. But yeah, there is that. And then we've got just a plain old white star, because this doesn't really represent any colour. It's just a star. Just leave it. So yeah, there is that. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed part 1 of this grand finale for this series, and hopefully the next episode will be out tomorrow. So that'd be cool. But it'd either be Sunday, which is tomorrow, or Monday. So yeah, stay tuned for that, because this is going to be pretty cool. But look at the background. Look, green, yellow, red, bit of purpley pink in there, orange is in there. This is a very colourful background. So we're going to go ahead and save this right now on camera. So let's just call it Rainbow System, like that, and save. So there we go, it's all saved. So when I come back tomorrow, we can continue this final episode. Look at that background colour, that's pretty cool. It's like someone splodged paint everywhere. But yeah, there we go. So that is part 1 of the Rainbow System, guys. So yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed, and make sure if you leave a like and subscribe for more and stuff, and help us on the journey to 1,600 subscribers now, because I actually forgot. It's been such a long time since I made a video. We hit 1,500 subscribers, so many thanks to everyone who subscribed, left a like, commented, and give me your ideas, and just thanks for watching in general. Like, it's just a pleasure for you to be watching my videos. Like, just can't thank you enough, honestly. It's just amazing. Like, I've been going this, or got this far, honestly. I'm just I'm just amazed. So yeah, cannot thank you guys enough. It is just awesome to be making these videos. Yeah, and I'm glad you guys like them. But yeah, there we go. So that is part 1 of a 2 or 3 part grand finale for the Coloured Solar System series. So there we go. So yeah, tell me what you think in the comments, and should I keep Neptune as the blue planet? And yeah, I'll leave a link to like the playlist of all the previous episodes and stuff like that in the end screen or something like that. But yeah, there we go. So make sure you all have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Stuff actually, so yeah, look at that. This is before I even started having coloured asteroid belts. This is just the default colour, it looks like. But yeah, there we go. So there's our orange. Do I have red? Actually, we'll just start from the top. So then we've got the black solar system next. So this is probably one of the darkest ones, as we can see by the colours here. So this is where we used the black dwarf and had them as very, very low star or very, very dim stars. So yeah, here's the black system. Definitely one of the smaller solar systems, but definitely very unique in the way it's structured. So yeah, here's our objects. Actually, let's line them all up. So yeah, here's the objects we use. So we definitely, yeah, we use the dark gas giant, so the dark grey one, because that was the closest to black. Yes, we got tons of these. Then we've got a Westeros, which is that weird glitch planet from an old... Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox 2 video. Now, mass apologies for the lack of videos recently. I've just been quite busy, but yeah, so kind of sucks, right? It's been a week since I've pretty much made a video now, I believe. So yeah, that does kind of suck, but I am back now, so that's pretty good. And as you've probably seen by the title, today is the grand finale for the Coloured Solar Systems series. So we've been doing this series for a very long time now. If I go back to the original video I made, which I originally planned it was a one-off video, where we did the blue solar system. We made that on the 7th of July. So yeah, this series has been going for quite a long time now. So many thanks to everyone who at all. Oh no, wait, no. If this is the one if this is the very first episode I made with the blue one, I can't even remember. This was so long ago when I made this. But this is probably before I even put coloured backgrounds in the episodes. Let me just look at this video here while I'm thinking of it. So this is when I had the old intro and stuff, but from the looks of it, yeah, this is the system. This is the very first episode system here. So let's give it some love, and we're going to quickly just give it just a nicer background, since it deserves it. It's the original episode. It sort of took this series off. So yeah, let's brighten up all the blues, make it look nice. There we go. Oh, that's too bright. Nope, that'll burn your eyes out. There we go. That's quite a nice old version of the game. Then we've got our 2 black dwarf stars. Also got, we've got a burning hot Nuskaski as usual, because we always have one of those. Then we got this 2-aid. Now I believe this is I really was happy when I made this, so there's a good look at it. So it's, yeah, I believe I really like this. It's like a volcanic world. I can't remember if I saved it, but I'm going to save it just in case, because I definitely wanted to use that in the future for something. Maybe we could use it today, I don't know. And then we got just a few more just plain coloured sort of ones here. This one's slightly unique, more of a reddish colour. But yeah, overall, this was quite a small little nice solar system. So yeah, there's that. Next up, we got the blue system, which actually may not be anything to do with blue. Who's pretty much kept it going by giving the comments for other colours we could do and stuff like that. So yeah, sadly I don't have all the colours left though. There was a few missing. I don't know what happened to last week. So we did the hazel green solar system. I don't know what happened to it, honestly, but yeah, we've still got a majority of colours. So yeah, we'll start off in the orange, and we'll just go through all of the ones I still have left, because why not? So yeah, here's the orange one. So just get a nice look at this bad boy. There's a lot of objects in here. Look how big this one is. This is definitely one of the larger ones we made. Look at all this. There's a ton of stuff here. We've got quite a crazy system in here. We've got the largest exoplanet, Alpha Centauri B, and then we got the Aldebaran as our main star here. So pretty crazy stuff.